You know, if that was the case, his face would look like mush. You know, he's moving his head, he's jabbing.
He's slick. A lot of people too, like,
since he knocked people out so much, people forget that he's a good boxer.
Yeah.
Terence Crawford is my favorite fighter of this era. You know, he's my favorite fighter of this era. So, as friends, as business, in boxing, Terence Crawford wins.
Right. But then again, I think about Crawford's abilities and his IQ and his footwork, which Canelo cannot handle. And we know that for a fact. It happened with Bivol, it happened with Mayweather, who schooled him left and right.
Mike Tyson warned Canelo Alvarez after watching Terence Crawford's intense training. Tyson said every fighter has their own style, but when the moment comes, some transform into pure predators. He explained that when aggression mixes with discipline, a boxer becomes nearly unstoppable. Tyson believes Crawford's attitude and intensity show he is fully prepared for war. According to him, Canelo might not be ready to face the kind of hunger and drive that Crawford is bringing into this fight.
Listen, most of these guys, Alexander Green, Hannibal, Genghis Khan, we have their DNA. That's why some people are savages to some, because we have these guys' DNA. These guys conquered the world, and look what level we are. We have their seeds. We have them. Some people, they have those psychopaths. Some people love killing people. Some people love eating people. Some people don't, just like animals, some animals get domesticated quicker than others. And the same in human beings. Some of them get domesticated quicker than others. And some of them just never get domesticated. They're just what they are.
So it's genetically passed down, their makeup.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think the way we're so attached to our phones is going to lead to us being attached to some electronic thing that we wind up accepting in our body.
No, listen,
and it's going to change what people are.
Like some iRobot shit, honestly?
Yeah, legitimately. Like some kind of cyborg
shit. If all of us
shit.
right now, if our phones stop now, we would start fighting for some reason. Before we figure this shit out, if our phones start now, we would for some reason find the fight reasons to fight.
We're so distracted by phones. But I think the thing about phones is you accept the fact that everybody has one. You accept the fact you always have it on you. So it might as well be a part of your body. It's just not connected. And one day it will be. One day they're going to figure out how to put a thing on your head that makes your brain work way better. And a few people are going to do it and they're going to have a big advantage. And then we're all going to do it.
But until then,
your
phone will be like your will. When you die.
As Terence Crawford prepares for the toughest test of his career, he's been sparring with Carlos Adames, a hard-hitting middleweight known for power and relentless pressure. This choice speaks volumes about Crawford's mindset before facing Canelo Alvarez. Against a naturally bigger opponent like Canelo, Crawford knows he must adapt to absorbing heavy punches. By taking Adames's power shots in training, he's toughening both body and mind for the storm on fight night. This preparation highlights Crawford's persistence and smart strategy.
So here's a video that many people have sent me to determine in their mind that Terence Bud Crawford would lose to Canelo Alvarez, or is going to lose September 13th to Canelo Alvarez, as he is sparring here middleweight WBC world champion Carlos Adames, who is 24 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, 18 wins by way of knockout. And people are saying that Carlos Adames, who's 5'11" with a 73-inch arm reach, is having his way with Terence Bud Crawford. And this is an indication that the 168-pound Canelo Alvarez, who's 5'7" with a 70-inch arm reach, is going to have the same type of success and knock Terence Crawford out. But what people are not paying attention to is Terence Crawford is standing right in front of Carlos Adames and taking the big punches from Carlos Adames as he's standing in the pocket and counterpunching him and taking his blows at a smaller weight class while competing at 147. Now he bulked up. What y'all?
Oscar De La Hoya, a former rival turned promoter, believes Canelo's aggression could also be his weakness. He admits Canelo will bring non-stop pressure, but insists Crawford's creativity and adaptability can break through. De La Hoya pointed out how Dimitri Bivol outboxed Canelo with distance and speed, while Floyd Mayweather frustrated him with defense and ring IQ. Similarly, Crawford's ability to switch stances, counter quickly, and read opponents makes him dangerous. Canelo may rely on power and volume, but Crawford's sharp mind and skills could help him take control.
Has a shot in beating Canelo Alvarez?
That's the $1 million question. When I watched Terence Crawford get rattled and rocked by Yorkis Gamboa, who's a natural 30-pounder, that to me is going to be a huge problem when he gets hit by Canelo. So he fights at 175. He's fighting these big monsters.
Right. Yeah.
He's not getting rattled at all.
No.
Berlanga's a big kid.
Right.
Yeah.
So it makes me think, I mean, how is Crawford going to keep him away for 12 rounds? Canelo's going to come at him hard.
Right.
But then again, I think about Crawford's abilities and his IQ and his footwork, which Canelo cannot handle. And we know that for a fact. It happened with Bivol, it happened with Mayweather, who schooled him left and right with no problem. And Canelo was way stronger than Mayweather. So there's
Don't you
a lot
think
of
Canelo's a better fighter than he was then? Today?
a better fight. Yeah, a little better. Yeah, his footwork is still the same. He's flat-footed. He's very heavy on his feet.
Obviously, Canelo has the power to hurt anyone.
In this game, power means a lot. If you can't keep your guy off you, or you don't know how because it's too much pressure. And the one thing about Crawford is that he knows how to handle the pressure. He's a savvy boxer, you know? And he doesn't run, and he has that heart. He's a dog. He has that heart. You want to fight?
Comparing Crawford to Alexander Usyk isn't far off. Usyk, a smaller heavyweight, toppled giants like Anthony Joshua and even Tyson Fury with speed, technique, and unshakable confidence. Experts believe Crawford should adopt the same approach against Canelo. Focus on his own strengths instead of trying to match power. Crawford's timing, accuracy, and footwork remain unmatched in today's sport. Just like Usyk stayed true to his rhythm, Crawford must trust his instincts and style. By sharpening his skills rather than imitating others, he can neutralize Canelo's size and strength.
Him bulking up and say, you know what? Nah, Terence Crawford, if you want a chance, not just to survive, but a chance to beat Canelo Alvarez, you have to be you. Just like Alexander Usyk was himself to face muscle machines like Anthony Joshua, big, tall enigma in the heavyweight division like Tyson Fury. Now, let me quickly give you an example of what I'm talking about. See, when Alexander Usyk fought Anthony Joshua, right? He weighed in at 221. Joshua was 244, giving up 20 pounds, over 20 pounds, almost 25 pounds, right? Alexander Usyk didn't chase Anthony Joshua in terms of trying to bulk up. Oh man, I'm gonna fight this heavyweight. His power is gonna be more than me. His weight, he could overwhelm me with his weight, his height, you know, his power. No, I'm gonna be. I gotta be the most comfortable fighter I could be. I gotta be comfortable under my own skin. I'm not gonna beat him off power. I gotta beat him off speed. I gotta beat him off movement. I gotta beat him off adjustments. I gotta beat him off IQ. Right? So Alexander Usyk didn't have to bulk up to be successful. Now look at this one. Look at when he fought Tyson Fury. He kept the same energy, he kept the same mindset, and it still got him to become an undisputed heavyweight.
Joel Diaz, Crawford's coach, says his fighter's talent will trouble Canelo from the opening bell, but also notes the financial and historic stakes. Crawford, a multi-division champion, has often missed out on blockbuster paydays. This fight changes everything, both his reputation in the ring and his wealth outside it. For the first time, he will headline an event worth record-breaking money with millions watching. Diaz admits the pressure will be massive, but the reward could define Crawford's legacy. Beyond the fight, this is also a battle for generational fame and fortune.
He never made those millions of dollars that he deserved to make, and became friends with Turki Al-Sheikh, which Turki Al-Sheikh announced it publicly. Terence Crawford is my favorite fighter of this era. You know, he's my favorite fighter of this era. So, as friends, as business, in boxing, Terence Crawford wins. But he wins money. Because now, hey, you know what? As my friend that you are, I make you an offer. Would you fight Canelo? I'll give you 40 million. I don't know if it's 40, I don't know if it's 50, 60, but he's not gonna make no less than $10 million. So right there, Crawford's winning, regardless. As a fighter, like, dude, you give me 20 million, I'll fight anybody. I'll fight Anthony Joshua right now. So Terence Crawford has to sell the fight. He has to say, I'll beat Canelo, left and right, whatever, right? But we've seen it we've seen it many, many times. When fighters move up 2 divisions to beat a champion, they fail. I mean, I saw it with Mikey Garcia when he fought Earl Spence. I saw it when Demetrius Andrade, a 147-pounder, was avoided for years. He moved to 54, he was avoided. He moved to 160, he fought maybe once or twice. Nobody wanted to fight him, so he moves to 68 and fights Benavidez. He looked good for the first 3 rounds because he's good. But once that heavy monster was coming at you.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned for the next update.